Georgia fucking sucks. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. I don't care. I don't care. They beat us by 14. We covered. Like, I don't want a single Georgia fan saying shit. Little Uncle Lou stuff up in here. Dog ass football team. Literally, we're down to walk-ons, bro. The amount of injuries that we had. I mean, we forget about Montrell and Trayon just because of how good the running back play has been. We forget about Jamari Lyons snaps his legs and fall. I mean, we are just slew of injuries. I don't. It's brutal. And, you point to so many different things, bro. That game hurts. That one stings. And people are gonna say, well, "What do we do about Billy? What do we?" I don't really have a pulse on that right now. Again, I kind of separate the two. Like, I feel like that's the political part of it, but game wise, I don't know. I love the team. I don't know. Those guys fought their asses off. I think the defense is just completely zonked. So there's that. But they still played their asses off with 3-4 interceptions. I mean, Aaron Gates played out of his effing mind. We're down to our third and fourth string DBs, still doing things. I understand Carson Beck was shit. Whatever. Defense played exceptional. We start calling show though, boys and girls. So this is how it's going to work. You guys call in. Let's chit chat. Give your thoughts. Let's keep it rolling. I know it's brutal, but I mean, I am intrigued to hear what everyone has to say. I feel like we were back to mayhem again, right? On work, because I think there's some people that are gonna, listen. This isn't me. I haven't made my decision where I'm at with things, but people are bought in on Billy. They like to fight. They like what they see. Some people have obviously never got back on, and some people are now back off again. And who knows? But we're about to find out how everybody feels here today. We got Mason on the line first.
You
just fart right when you got on here?
No, bro. I might have pissed the first time I was on. I did not fart.
Bro, you just ripped one as soon as we started off.
I ripped the vape. I did not fart.
All right. I thought I was like, all right. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Now I'm in an even worse mood. All right. The thing that sucks, bro, is like the last 3 to 4 games we played, we look like a team that's 1 year away. Truly. Look like a team that's 1 year away. But it's year 4 or year 3. Does Billy Napier deserve a year 4 after 3 years and finally looking like a team that's 1 year away? And it sucks because DJ, I had people texting me I'm a Florida fan today for you, Mason. I'm a Florida fan today for you. And then DJ Lagway goes down and we still compete. We still fight. Look, it was amazing to watch because there was, whenever DJ got hurt, what was it, halfway through the second?
Yeah, it was right before the end of the second half. Yeah.
So I mean, and then even after that, we tie the game up in the fourth. This team fights and scratches and crawl or, fights for Billy Napier, but we just can't get it done. And today was not his fault. At the end, the grand scheme of things, it wasn't his fault.
So hold on, real quick. This is the stuff that fires me up. The comments are gonna round me up today. Saying they fought hard in year 3 shows the loser mentality some fans have. Like that comment, Iceman, can't be so far off. I understand where you're trying to come from in the sense that I'm not asking for moral victories. That's not what I'm saying here.
He doesn't have the credibility. I agree.
Yeah, if DJ doesn't go down and I wouldn't say, oh, we fought hard. Bro, they're literally everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and you had no other half of the ball. You're hopping on one leg, and the defense played lights out. At the end of the day, those guys could have quit very easily. I'm not saying that it's acceptable. Come on, separate the two things here. That's what irritates the shit out of me is separate the two different fucking things. This game, watch the game as a whole. DJ Lagway, the guy that goes down, the team is playing lights out, dialed in, boom, boom, boom. We're in the lead. Going to the second half, things are flowing really well. You lose your guy, and you go to a freshman quarterback from Yale, and you can tell there's immediate deflate, but the defense does not stop. It's oh, look, let's so get it done, and did the literally busted their ass. We're down to our third string across the board. To say that they didn't fight hard, that we're accepting mediocrity is blasphemy to me. I'm not accepting it, but given the circumstances.
We played well enough to win that football game with a third string quarterback. And you could tell he was nervous with sweaty hands because he was, even when he threw the ball away, it was barely getting out of bounds. He was nervous with sweaty hands. And we still fought hard enough that we had a chance. If the one interception he thrown, Kurt Hurstreet or whoever was calling the game even said, like, if he throws it a second before, that's a 15, 20-yard gain.
Yeah. Oh, the pick. Yeah. It just looks. I mean, dude, this guy hasn't played a game in his life. I mean, getting thrown into the wolves. And look, to be fair, up until that point, the fact they go down and score, like he was. I mean, shit, but he was doing his job. He was managing the situation for what it was.
He's smart. You can tell he's smart. He understands.
He's from Yale.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's smart. He has a strong arm, but he was just nervous with sweaty hands. I could tell that from a mile away. As soon as I started watching the first pass he thrown, I was like, "We're in it." I don't give a fuck. It was incomplete. He threw that bomb right away.
He slung it with confidence. But
after that, he got nervous. He got sweaty hands, and he could barely get it out of bounds when he wanted to throw it away. But it is what it is at this point. I mean, like I said, we're a team that looks like it's a year away. But with Billy being in his third year, we're 4-4 now. I don't know if he has the credibility to sustain that type of run, especially
doesn't have enough credit on his credit card to go any more into debt. You know what I'm saying? He's maxed out. That's kind of where we're at with it. The things you have to admit. But Mason, I appreciate you as always, big guy, being number one today.
I appreciate you.
Good seeing you, Bubba. Go Gators. We'll do this again next week, I guess. You know.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say before I go. Are we going to be able to field a competent team the next 2 weeks playing two different teams off of buys?
Let's get to today first. You know what I'm saying? Let's get through today first.
God fucking damn. That was the main thing that fucking hurt is all our players went down. But hey, have a great call-in show, man.
Thanks, Bubba. I'll see you. A couple super chats let me read real quick before I move on. $2 from D says, I'm hurt. I want to cry for real. That was ours. This hurts worse than Tennessee. Because we lost DJ. That's what makes it worse. Jeffrey Daughtry. I get we're losing and Billy Strickland are on their way out, but players are getting paid now, and I don't see how recruits can see their effort. Can't see the effort and buy in. I bought in for sure. And I saw someone say they get paid, they shouldn't quit. Like, come on. Like, what? That's more reason to quit. Like, you're getting paid regardless. Look at the NFL. Between Jags and Gators, I'm done with football, bro. You telling me, Zach? You're telling me it ain't easy being breezy right now. Matt, $5. I'm 1,000% sure we win that game if Lagway didn't go down in UGA. Should I feel completely embarrassed? Yeah, the fact that they're acting like they won the national championships, like, ain't no Georgia fan coming here and talk some shit. They all won, congrats, but simmer down. Kustra?
Oh,
Kustra.
Oh, I'm on. Oh, wow. I just didn't expect to get on so early. Usually I'm down at the bottom of the list.
All right, I'll put you.
How you doing? No, it's Dan the Trucker Man. I'm in Iowa. It's raining, and it's pouring more in my cab than it is on the outside.
Yes.
So, dude, I like right before Lagway, or up to the point where when Lagway got hurt, like it didn't even look bad. It looked like he just slipped. It didn't. Like that's like
the hammy. I saw him grab his hammy. I knew it was bad, but yes,
right away. Oh yeah,
the injury. Like the play, like usually like a tackle or something like that. Yeah, it was just tight. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, at first I seen him go down, or I didn't see him get up, and I seen the Georgia player dive over him. I thought maybe he got hit in the head or something. He got a knee to the helmet. It looked like that's what happened initially, and then I was like, oh no, he's grabbing his hamstring. Oh great, we're screwed. I would say this was probably our best defensive performance. No credit to Georgia's offense. It just felt like the most complete game in a sense. The defensive line definitely from the beginning kind of looked suspect, but Georgia's got an excellent offensive line. But as the game went on, they got better. They got sacks. They were getting pressure. I mean, he got pressured. Can't tell you how many times where he just made stupid throws. The fact that we were down to like third string cornerbacks and these guys, for the most part, were still being pretty competitive has to say a lot about how the defensive preparation has changed even in just the last few weeks.
Yeah, apparently there was a They mentioned on 10 XL, where and we talked about it a little bit, but
Go
the
ahead.
players went to the staff and was like, "Hey, this shit's too complicated." And that was that for after that bye week. And obviously, we've seen a massive change since then. I think that the play calling was a little like sus at first. I tweeted, I go, "This team is in shambles," and they figured it out. They made some tweaks, and the play calling really turned it up. And look, at the end there, the team is just zonked. Like they're tired. Like it just
Yeah.
that's just what it is. You're gonna get beat. But yeah, I think that the line held up very well. I think the edge play did great. I think the quarterbacks. I mean, Devin Moore was playing out of his mind too. Had to pick himself until he went down. It was we couldn't get out of our own way from just bad luck.
And honestly,
Unfortunately.
it goes to the offense again, kind of like what they were saying just after, just towards the end of the game. I mean, if you think about it, I don't remember if you said it or I was watching post game commentary as well. Like we don't have Montreal Johnson and we don't have Trayon Webb, and look how good the running backs look. Like it just goes to show how good the depth is at running back, that our two best backs, Trayon Webb and Johnson, like aren't even. I haven't played much. Well, Trayon Webb played week before
Trayon
last. He
played
didn't play
much.
versus.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
so
He's been like 3 weeks. He's been out for a bit.
he's been out just as long as Montrell. So
Yeah.
again, I was kind of shocked. It seemed like Jackson kind of had the hot hand, but it was crazy I mean, Ball looked like the better back. He did seem to be slipping a lot more than Jackson. I don't know if that's just how shifty Ball is. Jackson seems more like a just plant foot, explosive
lighter on his feet.
style
Little
back,
lighter on his
and
feet.
yeah.
A little lighter on his feet. A little more skatey like.
Honestly, I had confidence how we played versus before Lagway went down. I had confidence that we could beat Georgia and at least Texas in the next coming weeks.
I felt extremely confident that entire. I felt confident going into the game, and then they were doing everything that I like was basically what I kind of said all week of like, look, if what I believe can happen, this defense isn't fraudulent. I think the offense will get going.
Exactly. Yeah,
exactly what I thought would happen was happening. And Carson Beck was struggling.
Yeah, that was what I was going to bring up next. Was that how we weren't sure about the defense. This game, 4 games in a row now, the defense has played lights out. The defense has played like a Florida defense. And even being as thin as it was in the second half, the defense still kept us in the game. We got 2 3 and outs after they went and scored 2 touchdowns back to back. And it gave me confidence. I say we could still win 2 games with just the defense. I think we might be able to beat LSU, and we're definitely going to beat Florida State because they're just dog water. So I say
this schedule's been tough, and it's even tougher now. I think look. I mean, get a bye week, get a whole week with Warren. We'll see what he can do. Maybe you can get him a little more confident in the pocket. But it's gonna be a rough 7 days.
Aiden, I feel bad for the kid because he's just thrown to the wolves. I feel like he was definitely just like filling a roster spot more than anything. What's the Colorado kid's name?
Clay Millen. I'm not sure why he didn't get
Clay Millen.
Get a shot.
I was wondering because after 3 or 4 straight 3 and outs, I'm like, why aren't they throwing this other guy in there? I remember what you were saying at halftime. Do you think maybe he might might see some time next game, or do you think it's just Billy's going to get real stubborn like Billy does?
I have no clue because I mean the fact that he's not the third string tells me that he was probably losing multiple games. But Kush, I'm gonna let you go. Billy's live. I'm gonna pull him up for a little bit, see what he has to say. Maybe he'll
awesome. I was about to ask that.
Yep,
go Gators
right now. Yes, sir. All right, boys, let's get that in here right now.
They took in representing Florida and competing. I do think that the objective today was to come here and put fanatical effort on the field. We wanted to ramp up the intensity. We wanted to play with better effort. We wanted to out-finish, out-compete, out-hustle, out-physical. And we knew that there would be poise and composure needed. We knew that there would be momentum in the game that would challenge the resiliency of the team. That was the case. We felt like we understood the mission, and we felt like we had the men to do it. This group is very unified. I think it's unity is powerful. And I do think in the last couple of weeks, this group has started to believe that they can play with anybody and beat anybody. Obviously, there's a bunch of football here that could be done better. I was proud of a lot of the players that stepped up. We went into the game with some injuries. We had some injuries throughout the game, but I do think the players that had opportunities really stepped up and did a great job for the team. So I'm proud of our team. I'm proud to be associated with that group in there. Obviously, came up a little bit short today, and but I do think the game kind of went the way we wanted it to. We made it ugly at times, but I do think we had our team in position at times to win the game. So, what questions do we have?
Bro, they got to figure out this audio shit, dude.
Well, first of all, hats off to Aiden Warner. We're talking about a guy who didn't go through spring practice. Really did a lot of two-spot work in training camp, won the backup job, or won the 3 job at some point in training camp, and then 2 weeks ago started taking
Cox
real
go up 2
reps with the
touchdowns.
second unit. So 2 weeks of work with the second unit, and for him to be able to go operate today, obviously made some plays, made a handful of mistakes. They're really a good group on defense. We all understand that, know that, personnel and schematically. So, yeah, I mean, it's apparent that there were some challenges there, but the guy made some plays. I mean, we literally tied it up. Didn't turn it over until late. Threw it away when he needed to. Leaned on the defense. I thought Crawshaw was outstanding. We played field position throughout.
Joe Jeremy was a beast.
But yeah, he was one of many like him that stepped up for the team. It's soft tissue. We'll have more for you next week.
What does that mean?
Who was that?
DJ.
Yeah, Hammy.
Oh,
He's
well,
out
thanks,
for
Cody.
4 to 6 weeks.
No, longer than that.
No, I
Yeah,
think
if not longer.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's.
working well.
I mean, if it's grade 2, if
They
it's
really
grade
continue
3,
to
I looked it
work
up. It's
well
4
on
to 6
defense
months.
in the kicking game, and even on offense to some degree at times. I thought third down was a challenge today. But yeah, just overall the effort, the physicality.
I think I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to hear what
you
you to say about DJ. I really don't care about the rest of it because he's just going to say it.
We were in position.
Yeah, same.
He's just
same
going to
stuff.
say what we already know.
Boy,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Blanco, $5 is when they went up 7. It felt like we were down 21. It really did. It really when they went up when they scored that touchdown, I was like, oh, because we just couldn't move the ball offensively. But Billy finishes the year because the team is still fighting for him. Time for another reset. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Like I said that all along, regardless of what happened. This is the team Billy thought he had at the beginning of the season. It just took too long to get there. Whoever gets this team next year. Yeah, I mean, but and that's part of it, though. You can't take this long to get there, right? You're already in debt. What's up, big guy?
Yikes.
Bro, the Yankees, now this? Come on, dude.
Yeah, this sucks. And then I get to watch Daniel Jones tomorrow. It doesn't get better. Yeah, that game was great and terrible at the same time. The defense played out of their minds for the 4th week in a row. Adam Mazzell played really well again, but it's hard to ask for much more than what you got today.
From the
Besides
players, for sure.
Lagway not getting hurt. We
Yeah,
got to the
I
point
agree.
where we have so many corners hurt that our starting safety, Triquez Bridges, had to play corner, and we had to move DJ Douglas to safety just because we literally ran out of corners.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. We are on the depths of hell right now, and we have a quarterback who, first of all, credit to him. That's a gutsy performance. He doesn't have any talent, honestly, but it's still really hard to get in there and do what he did.
I mean, look, Billy was right. Shout out to Aiden Warren, bro. Buddy
Yeah.
came into
Bro,
a.
it went into the gauntlet like the
Yeah.
the Wolves did.
Shout
I
out to
don't- I
him.
don't-
Hey,
Shout out.
big balls.
Yeah, like
Big
that
Dick
guy
Warren.
deserves it.
Cat's third string. He's coming to Florida just to get to be at Florida, have a scholarship. You know, throw the rock around a little bit.
He doesn't even have a scholarship, bro.
No, he's walk on.
Oh, that's
He
right.
doesn't even
Paying,
have one.
he's paying his way, bro. His parents are paying his way. UF alums. Ugh.
But I mean, shout out. What scares me is now that the season's essentially over, you're not winning a game with Aiden Warner besides FSU. I start to look more towards the future, and I'm like, let's say we get to next year. If Lagway goes down, you can't be stuck with Aiden Warner again, right? You got to have something in place because at least this year when Mertz went down, you got Lagway. Who are you gonna turn to? Because
Yeah,
his
they
style
got to go
of
back
play,
to the portal. But you know that's gonna be tough because you're going to go. You're basically telling the portal guy like you're going to be the number 2. Like that's why you're
I
coming.
think I have an idea. You hire Lane, Austin Simmons comes full circle.
He'll bring his slew of quarterbacks. He's got 9 of
No,
them.
Austin Simmons to back up Lagway, how it's always supposed to be.
I was kind of irritated with the Discord. I'm gonna say this. I think this game is a little too late for Billy. I kind of wanted to see, you know, like when the defense stepped up and all that. I think it's a little too late, and I think Billy's gone, unfortunately. And
for sure.
we're on to the next, and I hope that DJ Lagway stays. I hope that a lot of the key pieces stay. I don't see it really happening, but you know, it's Signetti or Kiffin or whoever.
Cody and Kurt.
My dad said if
I like
let's
Kurt.
say 65,
I like Kurt a lot.
He's great. My dad's like if 65% of these young guys stay, you're in business because there's so much talent on the field that we just like forget about. It's easy to forget guys. And you're seeing it more and more. We got to our 8th string linebacker today. But Miles Graham's still making plays. Like these young guys
talent,
are
look,
so good.
there was never a
It's
question
almost
of talent.
sickening that why could this not turn around and turn out because all the talent on the field.
Well, that's where all fingers point back to
That's the point.
That's the worst part, right?
That's the problem.
And I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's-
that Georgia had the same complaint about the coach before Kirby.
No.
I don't even know if I was
Mark Rick
alive
was
before.
Mark Rick was much more
win
compliant.
the big
the
ones.
guy coached there for like 12 years. Yeah, but not winning the big ones and winning 10 games a year is much different. But
James Franklin.
give us that's
No, not James.
No, that's the same thing. Like,
That's
he'll
the
win.
same
He'll
thing.
win you 9 or 10,
yeah.
but won't win the big ones. I'm
Yeah.
the reason why I'm not fans of. I've never been a fan of James, and everybody was like, "Oh, James Franklin." I was like, and then of course I say Ryan Day can't win the big one. You got 2 guys that love to choke it up. Someone's got to win though.
Kiffin or Signetti. That's
We're
the
not
only
doing
answer.
this. We're not doing
Okay.
this. Matthew, what do you closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are you gotta respect the fight that this team shows week in and week
For
out.
sure.
Yeah.
It's very easy, and if I was in their position, honestly, I would have quit. If I'm a defender and I'm watching Aiden Warner go 3 and out for the 4th straight time, this game's over. But they keep, no matter how you feel about Billy, they play hard for him. Whether they should or shouldn't, they do. So you gotta respect that, and they represent the school well. At least today they did in the last 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
For sure. Appreciate it, big guy. Good seeing you as always, bro.
Yes.
Hey, good luck to your Giants tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.
David Street.
Whoops. Hang on, Evan, you're up next. Bubba. Sorry. What's up, Bubba?
You're muted.
No. I was gonna see how long you would go.
My bad. What's up, guys?
What's
Hey,
up,
Bubba.
Dave?
Hey, is that Iceman dude a Georgia fan?
Ice.
I have no idea.
All right,
Maybe.
well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Guys, I'm kind of numb to all this because on one hand, like I can't be happy. I don't care if we lose to Georgia by just 1 in a shootout. It always sucks losing to Georgia, but at the same time, I can't be mad either because with all the players that we were down and the fact that we weren't even down double digits until the very end of the game. All right. I don't care what Georgia fans have to say. Shelton, I echo what you said earlier. Okay. They should be embarrassed by that performance. That was not a good performance by Georgia whatsoever.
Yeah,
Agreed. Yeah.
I hope a Georgia fan tries me. Like, look, y'all
They're
whipped our
probably
ass.
gonna
We
drop
have
in
our
the
own
rankings.
issues. You can come at me, Lou, about all kinds of different things, and I think he was shitting on Carson. I don't think There is, to be fair, there isn't many Georgia fans in here running their mouths that I've seen so far, and they would usually be in here. But
Yeah, I haven't seen any Georgia fans run their mouth on Twitter either. I mean, there's the couple usual guys. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. But for the most part, I haven't seen anybody run their mouths. And hey, we didn't lose by 20 this time. So how about we hang the banner?
I mean,
we covered, baby. We covered.
Curvy can run her mouth. I'm okay with it. She's kind of cute.
I'm talking Tiff. Morgan says, "Why is everyone shitting on Warner?" I'm not. He's a talented quarterback. He did great. He's a freaking freshman. Listen, the kid went in and did what is exactly what he was supposed to do. I mean,
made a big fourth down throw.
Yeah, the fourth and 4
in the game.
I have no complaints with Warner. I mean, it's just there's a drop off from DJ Lagway to Warner. That was the I knew that, but I wasn't mad at Warner. I think the kid played phenomenally. Even I mean the pick, like, that wasn't even that bad. Like, think about it. When we go 2020, up until that point, he was doing his job. I mean, any other freshman guy probably would have came in and could have fumbled it, could have thrown a pick six. Like, the guy was, like he said, the fact that he wasn't in spring ball was well tamed in the pocket. It's just, look, there's no tempo with the wide receivers. It's just, you're playing up against some elite cornerback play that you've never seen in your entire life. Like, I got nothing. This is not on Warner. This is just.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Warner could win us like a LSU and FSU game. It would not shock me.
Yeah,
give him a week. Give him a week. Let's see. Maybe gets a little more comfortable. Gets a couple plays under his belt that he feels comfortable throwing. That he's comfortable with reading. And look, I mean, up until that point, let's not get crazy. We love DJ. DJ was 2 for 7 with one pass for 45 yards and touchdown. Given it was one pass. But it wasn't like DJ was out there 4 for 4 for 150. And I might hate on DJ, obviously, much big difference. But it wasn't like he was doing astronomically great things. He's much more mobile in the pocket. He provides more value. I understand those things, but
did you feel that the field is kind of sus?
It was a little weird. I mean, there's a good point where, like, look, I mean, Georgia fans weren't having as many issues with it, but we were slipping a lot, which was weird. And I remember last year there was an issue and there was like changing cleats. It is strange. It is strange. The injuries though are weird. I mean, that's a combination, I think, of shitty plays and then on strength and conditioning. There's got to be question marks. I mean, the amount of injuries is absurd. I feel like we're stronger, but there's give and take. I don't know. I don't know enough to know like what goes into that part of it, but
I mean, if you are built like some of these athletes are built like DJ to explode, and you plant your foot and it goes, I mean, that's a hammy right there. Like that's it. All that pressure has to go somewhere.
He's out here yelling at me and shit. He was team Billy too. On Wednesday in the comments, he was all in saying he's drinking the Kool-Aid. Now he's playing Mr. Nobody in Cooley. David Street, closing thoughts?
Well, I mean, as I said, I'm just completely numb to it. I can't be happy, but I can't be sad either. And I did have some thoughts on Billy, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Shelton, you follow me on Twitter, so you know how I feel about that. But I'll let other guys call in. I love you guys.
Wait, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Hey,
good seeing you.
Dave, real fast.
Go ahead.
If you don't have an NFL team and you like feeling this numbness, I have one for you: the Minnesota Vikings.
No, you guys are good this year.
They will give you all the numbness that you need.
Stop it. You guys are good.
Well, I do have
better than the Lions.
Team. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm a Bucs fan. So
and
hey, our offense, other than the Denver game, has been great. But man, our defense has been garbage, man.
You can use them in the forward defense. We'll see, Bubba.
All right, man. See ya.
Evan.
Hey, how you doing? No, I think the UGA and UF should both sue the city of Jacksonville for how god awful that turf is. Shamar James last year, and then DJ Lagway this year. The amount of non-contact injuries is crazy. Like, we had a bunch of cornerbacks go out because they were just trying to make turns and their feet were sliding out from underneath them. It's absolutely insane. Like,
I was disgusted. I've never been. I mean, when we get like this, you just get mad, bro. I'm ready to snap the TV across my knee. When things like that are just like out of your control are beating you, like I'd rather than make bad play calls than shit like that.
Like, I feel like this is one of the games that Billy didn't coach us into the ground. Actually, like,
the ground
he didn't coach a bad game. The ground more so did it. But yeah, no, I just think that's like, is it that bad with the Jags?
I mean, no. No,
Like,
I mean
I
they spend most of their time in London, so it's hard for me to tell. But
Yeah.
no, I
I mean,
mean,
they do win in
I don't know.
London.
ETN, ETN slips a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, but and then like I just feel like Billy didn't coach a bad game for once, and then it actually worked out. And like everybody, I mean, the defense clearly played hard. I mean, Aiden Warner, yeah, I mean, he did about what I thought he was going to do. Actually, he did way better than I thought he was going to. Thought he was going to throw like 40 picks, but you know, it was just the one,
Yeah.
and I can accept that. It's just like, yeah, this sucks, but I'm not like mad. This is like the first loss I'm not really mad at. I'm mad at the outcome, you know.
Agreed. I'm more. It's the lack of hope now.
Yeah.
That DJ provided the excitement. It's almost like you kind of had things you could build on. And look, there's still things we can build on. And I'm in a very deep state right now. But that's where I'm more hurting than anything.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of fucking losing too. To be frank.
I mean, I've been fucking tired of losing. I mean, after that Utah game in his first game at Florida, I thought, oh my God, Florida football is back, and I couldn't have been more fucking wrong. Apparently,
Pretty slippery slope since then, big guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm back here in enemy lines. I'm in Georgia doing some hunting right now. So.
All right,
Hey,
well, have fun,
what
man.
do you?
Go get a-
Oh,
go
I
get
was
a-
about
go
to
get a
say.
buck.
I was about to say we just had loins tonight, deer loins.
Oh, nice.
Well, Evan, you have fun, man. I appreciate you calling in and
All
behind
right,
enemy
no problem.
rounds. Go Gators,
Have a good-
Bubba. Cooper Super Chats here. We got King Malik. $5. Billy needs to hit the transfer portal hard this offseason because next year is college football or bust. Lagway season ending injury bought him another year, sadly. Yeah, something to think about. $2. Delvin Thomas. We had them without Lagway. Georgia's QB is trash. Peck was in shambles. $5 from Anthony Morrison. DJ stats doesn't tell the full story. I agree. Again, the 2 for 7. I understand where I was going there. Like it's just his presence, man. Like he's 2 for 7, but it feels like he's 5 for 5 just because of what he does to the offense. The fact that the defense has to hold, it allows for the run game. It just opens everything up.
So if DJ doesn't get hurt, the score's like 45 to 21. No, for you're laughing like no. I really think that because
I think 28. I think Florida puts up. I guess we did put up 20. So yeah, maybe.
I mean,
35.
so he threw 2 more INTs after that, and then it's like Lagway scores on both of those. They start rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? Like
blames Billy for not doing his homework on the turf. To be fair, I do remember that being an issue last year with the guys having to switch cleats. So it could be something that could be looked into. Josh?
Oh, man. Watching DJ go down, that was painful to watch, especially since it was just a non-contact injury. I think we can all agree at that moment, I felt like the game was lost. And what sucks is that, you have Napoleon Dynamite throwing 3 interceptions, and when DJ went down, it was like I didn't feel like we could do anything on offense with, no disrespect to Warner, but I mean, I don't know. It felt really helpless watching that game once DJ went down, and it feels like almost every game feels like that. But DJ's like that one little hope for us this season, and
spark plug.
When he went down, it was just that little bit of hope just went away.
You need good quarterback play. I mean, quarterback play can make any mid or poor offense thrive, and you can have a really good offense with a bad quarterback and then not do anything. I mean, that is such a key piece to just moving a part of the ball, and you have to have that side of the ball for the other half, the defense, to be working because you need to have the rest and the back and the forth, the yin and the yang. And you're 100% right. The moment that he went down, I was like in shambles, and my buddy's wife was like, "What are you upset about?" And like when you watch the game enough, it's like this. Nothing against Aiden, but it's like this kid's not going to be able to. I mean, I'm down to be wrong. Just not going to move the ball like it needs to be moved. And clearly, that's what happened.
Yeah. Good.
Even I was at home and I felt like I was deflated as soon as he went down and grabbed that hammy. It was just like I couldn't imagine what it was feeling like in the stadium. I was like, golly.
Yeah, you could feel it, like watching like the TV. You could feel it. I mean, just watching it. But I mean, I think with the DJ injury too, I think this does give Billy another year. I mean, unless we just look god awful the last stretch of these games, which with the way the defense is playing and the way they're still playing for Billy, I think you got to give him credit. But Yeah, I mean, it's just I think with the DJ injury, I do think this gives Billy another year.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you, but I think people are gonna be upset. But I think you're right. I think it's like Lagway kind of bought him a year, but then it's like this is gonna buy a year. Again, I don't know where my head's at with it. I'm tired of talking about it because it's just there's so many moving pieces. I think for me, like the old Gator way and the kind of where we were kind of accustomed to, like 5 years ago, he would have been fired at the A&M game. So the fact that we're here is just like he's gonna be.
Yeah, just the constant back and forth this season of firing Napier after Miami, and then let's give him a shot with DJ, and then now it's just like man, this season has been a roller coaster, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's tough. But I want to read this. There was a comment that somebody said that it looked like ETN definitely quit, but he was getting his ass torched.
I don't know if you guys saw. Sorry to cut you off, but I can't remember which interception it was. I know it was the Aaron Gates interception. I don't know if anyone saw, but LJ McCray was blocking ETN and drove him into the ground. And I wonder if that's when he injured his rib.
Maybe.
Good.
Yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, hell yeah. But
I'm not cheering for injuries. But I like that he was getting his ass whooped, though, in a way. So,
yeah.
I'm down with that. Well, Josh, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to still root for my Gators, but, man, we are just in all kinds of weather.
Yes, sir. We'll see, baby guy.
Right,
$2 from Jeremy Fennell. Do we even beat FSU with Warner? It's a long way to go. Gregory Smith, as Famo Gang just said, could be in a quarterback.
Or
he did play
Daniels. Caden Daniels played quarterback as a high schooler. You run a little.
We're just slinging anybody in there now. Yeah, Gregory Smith. For those of you who don't know, the reason why he was such a low-rated safety was because he played quarterback most of his high school career and then switched to. Again, those guys that I like that are just athletes can play, but I don't know if Billy's going to do that. But that would be an interesting one. While we're here, boys, let me go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors at Prize Picks. You guys know we love ourselves some Prize Picks. I was dialed in. The Monday lineup that I posted, Steve Harris, we were W on that one. We were locked in. I haven't looked for tomorrow's lineup just yet. I like to get a little do in there. I got greedy on Thursday Night Football. I had 3 of the 4 of my picks. I added the CJ Stroud to have more for his passing yards and blundered it. But I got to quit being greedy and lock it in. But be sure to download Prize Picks, boys and girls. It's a fun way to watch the game, and it's a blast to be able to pick your favorite players to have more and over, or more and less than, or I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But download the app today and use the code HIGHTOP to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today. They're always running kind of promos and things like that. You can kind of keep a freebie if it's in there, so you can take a look for that. Again, Tyreek Hill says they have more than 97 yards tomorrow. Maybe Saquon Barkley. Take a look at it again. Download the app today. Use code HIGHTOP. Get $50 instantly after you play first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Bluster Cherry, what's up, big guy?
Oh shit, I'm up.
What up, baby?
Damn, dude. Man, that was rough. Obviously, my voice is gone. I was at the bar all day.
Mine is too. I was screaming in the house.
Yeah, dude. Not even that. I had some dumbass Bulldog fans by me, and they just act like they were winning the national championship. But man, this is hard, man. I swear, when DJ got hurt, man, I kind of shed a tear. I'm like, dude. Yeah. I'm like, why is this even happening to us after what we had to deal with over the last 10 years? I'm like, everything just kind of the whole place got quiet. Like a pin could drop and you hear it. But the kind of jump, I kind of thought this might happen because I think it was during the summer, Nick Delatorre mentioned if DJ or if any of our quarterbacks got hurt, right? We had a walk-on quarterback that would be our third string quarterback. And this is already brought up to attention, I think, by Delatorre that because I think it was, I'm not sure if it was Trayon or if it was Appleby where we went to our third string quarterback that year.
I don't remember. So you're saying it's Delatorre's fault?
No, I'm saying he already called it out there. He already called it, and I was like, dude, he's right. Like obviously, injuries happen, right? And and it kind of sucks that we were so bad at recruiting like another quarterback because of the whole Lagway situation, and then that's where we're at now. So, but yeah,
I think
Go ahead.
that there was some quarterback issues that happened to Billy Napier that hasn't happened to anybody else. Think we had Stokes and
Yeah.
that situation, and then we had Kitna
Rashada.
and Rashada.
Oh shit,
Kitna-
forgot about Kitna.
Kitna could go out there and sling it, and then
He was slinging more than balls.
yeah.
He was
Well,
slinging
it was
DMs.
it found out that it wasn't bad. Rashada, like you said, and then
And
you
Max
had
Brown and Max Brown left.
Max Brown left, and Simmons.
Rio left.
They thought they were in Simmons, and
Yeah.
he was gone. So it's like, do you really blame Billy for the depth on quarterback when you have 5 or 6 guys leave?
Well, that's the Marcus Stokes thing, no, but the Rashada one, he's definitely had a hand
What
in
would
that
Georgia
one.
look like if Beck went down? That's
Well,
that's
that's where people, 100. Like that's the thing is like people were kind of getting mad, like, bro, we're down to the 3rd string, and you have a DJ Lagway. But if you look at the Georgia's backup, they're gone. Brock left. They have Rashada. I don't know. No,
Rashada's 160
they've
pounds. He
got a
can't
5-star
play
slinger.
nothing.
They've got a 5-star slinger behind him. I can't think of his name right now.
Not proven.
But they
is that
still
the
have
Gunner kid.
Stockton.
Gunner.
Yeah.
Gunner Stockton. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but look, but it's like what Beck was. He's been there for so long. Like,
Right.
could he come in and be him right away? Probably not. But he's not Clay Miller. Now, after Stockton, you have Rashada, which would be the equivalent to probably an Adrian Warren, given the fact that he hasn't played at all.
And then the other thing is, okay, we've seen quite a bit of games. Like we've had our fair share of injuries, right? But you talk about both teams, like the amount of injuries that happened tonight, and then you look at the Jaguars, the injuries they've had from specifically that field. Like Entien's out, Kirk has been hurt. There's been a few of them that
Ingram dealt with some injuries,
and there's been a few that have had hamstring issues already. So like that's kind of sketchy. Obviously, from a college standpoint, if you're like the AD, like you should be looking into this. Like if you're trying to, like you're going to end up playing there over the next, obviously next year, you might have to try to have some sort of debate where you guys do a different neutral site, because like we can't be putting guys at risk if there is a issue with like the turf or whatever it is. I don't think it's necessarily a strength conditioning issue. We've had our fair share of injuries, but there have been kind of more like contacts.
A little bit of both.
This is what really irritates me. Florida, you could put an all grass field in there, and with all the water and everything, would be no problem. You're not in Arizona. You're not in you're not in Chicago. Chicago and Green Bay have all grass fields, and they have no problems.
Right.
Why not an all grass field? Because it's cheaper to upkeep. Well, you're losing athletes left and right, because I'm telling you, if Lagway was able to put his foot in the ground right there and press off, he doesn't blow his hamstring out and all the other injuries.
Yeah,
it's a problem. It's about
we
being
lost a lot of
cheap.
guys tonight.
What's up?
We lost a lot of guys tonight.
We did. We gotta
the
have
amount
we
of
gotta get an
crutches
extra
I've
bust.
seen-
Yeah, I was looking at the DB depth chart. I'm like,
my
I don't even
Lord.
McLean. Like, is McLean going to start on outside corner? And he did.
He
Because
was
it
playing
like,
a shit ton.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is too, I like part of me is I was so down like when obviously GG went down, but the amount of fight our guys showed, like you talk about like you look at what happened back when Mullen was here and the whole team just fucking quit. Like the amount of fight that our guys showed
They ain't
and
quitting.
the depth like on our team from obviously, Napier recruiting, right? Finding guys that weren't 5-star guys, but had the talent that they could basically be groomed into whatever they were. Even though it sucks that we lost and I'm sick of losing, like you were saying, I'm like so proud and like the guys on how they played. Like you talk about guys that just laid out. Like I just can't be any happier that our guys just didn't quit like during the Mullen era.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the biggest thing that I
Ball
love the
was
team.
supposed to be a linebacker at most schools.
Jack Pyburn with a pick too, but I appreciate you, Brandon, always calling in, man. Good
That's
to see you.
it. And then also Trevor Entienne. Fuck you.
I love him. See you, buddy. That was golden.
Trav. I love
$5.
that.
Let me read these super chats from Matt S. Says issues that we don't have a top 20 recruiting class coming in. Yeah, Billy has to go, or we will never have a winning season. I made a video about that and got absolutely walloped, throttled. And it wasn't even that bad. Like Dave and I were just like, I raised it as a concern. But it's hard to have a conversation anymore without people like coming at it and being aggressive. Like I gotta quit reading the comments just because it's so back and forth. Like I love everybody and I love everyone's opinions, and I'm down with us disagreeing. But
we're in a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, it's like, look, I get thrown to the Disney Gator, and then I'm like a toxic Gator and a hater, and I'm like, I just love this team and I want to be successful. Like, maybe sometimes my take are a little crazy. I get it, but like we're all here together. Vandy is winning the SEC. You can't convince me otherwise. I mean, whatever.
You can't have crazy takes. I try not to have crazy takes.
Yeah, never. Cody's straight as an arrow. Oh, we'll wait, Trav. Whenever you're ready, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
Thank you.
I was getting on the Navy base. Sorry. Had to hand him my ID. What's up, fellas? I apologize.
What's up? Love you, Trav.
Well, you know, it is what it is. We were heavily outnumbered. It was probably 70% Georgia fans. You know, I look to my left, there'd be 4 Gators, and then I look to my right, there'd be like 20 Georgia fans. So it was tough, but I know I was listening here and there about the whole Aiden Warner situation. I didn't think he played bad. Obviously, we had the 2 mishaps with the botched field goal, which should have never happened ever, and then also, you know, the interception at the end of the game. But from my perspective, it seemed like Billy kind of resorted back to how he ran the offense with Graham Mertz, right? It's like he didn't necessarily trust them. Well, granted, like almost every other ball that Warner threw, it was a duck, right? But then again, it was like we were still able to run the football, and Aiden Warner can move. I mean, he's not a bad quarterback. I just think he's inexperienced. And I mean, he gave us hope, right? He goes and he ties up the football game, and I mean, it was electric. You know, the stadium was electric. Of course, after Lagway went down, the air was completely sucked out of the stadium, and that was painful to watch. Watching him getting carted off. But I mean, it was a blast, right? For us to compete the way that we did. I mean, you got to give the guys credit. And what about Aaron Gates? I mean, that's a legacy game. Like, he showed up on special teams, on defense. I mean, every single time he was on the field, he was making plays. You know, tackles for losses. He had the big interception, and it was cool. And every single time, I mean, everybody around us was just like, oh my gosh, Aaron Gates is a dude. So that was really cool to see. And it just sucked. I didn't know about ETN though getting injured by LJ McCray. I think that's hilarious. I was too busy watching Aaron Gates.
We don't know. We don't know. That was
okay. Well, I was too busy watching
that.
Aaron Gates shake and bake after he got the interception. So, it is what it is. I mean, it definitely sucked. I mean, I'm gonna have to get some Ricolas after tonight, but you know, I'm proud of the boys, right? I think at this point, what's next? I mean, we've got Texas, but I mean, there's a lot of bright spots. There's talent all over the field. And I think as players started going down, I don't know, you guys probably know because you watched on TV, but it seemed like back-to-back players went down. I think it was Jordan Castell was the first one, right, with the collarbone. I don't know.
Yeah, but he came back in. He came back in.
Yeah,
I think it was a stinger.
It was a stinger.
Okay.
It was Kermani
with the shoulder.
Devin Moore went down. I don't think nobody knew about it. Then all of a sudden we look over, he's not dressed. Dijon Johnson went down.
Yep, Dijon. And then I think Sharif Denson also went down.
Denson went down. Yeah.
So there, I mean, and I'm pretty sure that's all on the same drive, right?
Yeah.
So
within a few plays of each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just crazy to me because I was just like, oh my gosh, like we're losing players left and right, and like those are some guys, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is, fellas. But I'm grateful to experience it. You know, it was fun, but of course the Georgia fans, on brand, classless, they're barking at me, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, we competed against the number 2 team with the 3rd string quarterback, and I couldn't be more proud of them. And we showed up and we showed out. So if Lagway didn't go down, I don't think it would be 45-21, Cody. But I still think I still think, probably the Gators pull it out. I think we'd have a better opportunity. But, it is what it is, fellas.
Cody Lissos takes 5, baby.
I
Cody
think
Lissos
I think
takes
you're
5.
right. I think it would be like 75 to
Okay. 420 to 69, exactly. I got you.
I love it.
I think Lagway lights it up in the second half.
Bro, that butter cake. My goodness. God, that shit's stupid. Well, Travis, it was a pleasure seeing you today. Tell the wife I said hey and thank you for
Love
the
you,
photo
bud.
taking.
Oh, yeah. Love you
No,
too,
you don't can't
guys.
say love you. You didn't answer our phone call, Cody. You're in trouble.
That
Travis,
is
No,
true.
you go,
I
babe.
called him
Take
back.
over.
I called him back.
Cody
I
did
FaceTimed
call
him
me
back.
back. Yeah, Cody called me back, and
No.
I was walking to the stadium,
Nope.
so I had to go. But,
Nope.
man, it was a ton of fun. We got to do it again sometime.
All right, Bubba. We appreciate you. Be safe, man.
All right. See you, boys. You bet.
What's up, big dog?
Big
Well,
dog, big dog.
I do have some good news. I found out I'm going to get my truck Monday, so I got to go to Nashville, and then I got to go to Ohio to get my truck.
You're
So
all over the place. Weren't you in Arkansas like last weekend?
the other week for training, yes.
Where you at now?
I'm back in Florida right now, but I won't be for about a year because I'll be back at Nashville again.
Got your CDL, big dog.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
man. Well, what happened?
But
Look,
I wanted to say a few things. Kudos on the defense tonight. They really looked good. After, of course, our Superman went down, I text Mama and she says, "We're done." you know. But I was real proud of the defense. I was listening to the Buddy Martin show the other day, and they said that Badger and DK may come back next year. I think they have another year of eligibility. If
Badger
so,
does. DK, I'm not sure of. But I mean, Buddy Martin was talking about he may. I didn't think that he did.
if they do, why not be out there with? We're going to make a run for the Heisman next year. Carson Beck's going to be out. Think about this. I was real upset, like they said, about the field presence, but we're not even going to be playing there next year. We're going to be in. They're finally renovating this thing. So
no, 2026. We're there next year. It's 2026. Yeah.
Well, we got to do something. That sucks. I think, like I said, if DJ, I think it's all the strength and conditioning people. So a lot of that. We've been getting hurt a lot this year, even though, look at our players that are out. We have a billion players that's out versus some of these others, and we ain't ever had as many players out when Urban Meyer was coach. But I really this is a hard one. I don't know if we ought to just get rid of Billy or try to give him another shot. Warner did okay, I guess. I'd rather be 4-4 than 1-8. I know that.
That's true. We're on the bright side there. Forgot about that.
Look, but I just,
about the moral victories. There's, I don't know if you guys just are choosing to ignore like us talk. I don't know if you're just yelling to be yell, like complimenting progress and complimenting things that did well. I know that's essentially what moral victories are, but I don't. It's not like well, hey, we did really well, guys. It fucking sucks.
It's not an appreciation trophy.
Look, I'm proud of the players.
Listen,
for doing
the
the job,
defense
but I'm not like,
stepped up, the offense stepped up. We were on our third string quarterback, and everybody can say this, like, oh, well, Billy didn't recruit the quarterback position good enough. Like, who is 3 deep at quarterback? If Georgia put their 3 deep quarterback in, it would have been a shit show. But their first string threw 4 picks.
I do have kind of a thought that I was thinking about. If we were to, would this 2026 guy possibly reclassify that we have?
I've talked about that before, but I don't know. That's.
But here's my thing: how come? Obviously now we're down. What happens to Warner? Who we have then? But
Clay
my
Miller
thing is,
Colorado State.
Why don't we try to get all these recruit quarterbacks that are pretty good, semi-good, whatever? And if Billy said, he put on the bye week, the first bye week, put the one against the twos, all that. How come we can't have these under guys, have one main guy, but have all the backups compete against the one sometime during the week? That way, if a situation like this happens,
You can't do that. Nobody does that. That's not.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
only have so
feasible.
many snaps. The NCAA is down to practice
You can't.
time
You
and
can't.
snaps.
Look, you
They
never want to
monitor
be
your
at your
snap
third
count.
He did his job. He did his job as
Yeah.
third string. Larry says, "Sean, I know I'm getting under your skin. Call me out if I'm wrong."
I ain't mad at him. I think he did a good job for third string. Let's keep rolling with him. Like I
You
said,
don't have a choice.
well, yeah, at this point we don't.
Well,
But all I'm
we
just
could go Caden
saying,
Daniels or George Smith and play a little super back, little running beer.
All right,
well,
Clay, go
Shelton,
get a bush.
Shelton, was you at the game?
No, sir. I was at home.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say if you were, you could have jumped back there at quarterback.
Hey,
You had
I can spin the rock, boys. You know what I'm saying? I
But
got that real
anyway,
quick.
but I just wanted to, I'm not on the Fire Billy train like a lot of people are. Like I heard somebody say, it's not the matter of fact of firing Billy. We just want to win.
Yep.
That's all we want. But anyway, love y'all guys. And
Terry Mama said we
I
say hey.
will. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Hope.
Hey, Trav, hey, proud of you for getting your CDL. Good job.
Well, I've had it for a while, but I'm finally going to get my truck and start making some money. So
good job.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Look, man,
Thank
be
you.
good. Drive safe. Oh, here we go. This should be good.
Ah! Hey, Clint,
Here
real
we
fast.
go.
On a scale to 1 to Dan Mullen, what am I looking like? Because I keep getting that.
You do look like Dan Mullen. I've been doing traps. I've been doing trap workouts since we've talked last time, Clint. Motherfucker.
What you say?
I've been doing trap workouts since the last time I talked to your bitch ass.
Let me tell you, you actually might have like 5 followers now because all of Valdosta UPS. Shout out to Aaron for showing other people the video, bro. It's been blasting in Valdosta.
What video?
And then Valdosta.
The video of me calling in.
You're
like my whole center has seen it.
Oh,
I'm glad. I'm glad that you're famous in Valdosta.
They were like, "Dang, you kind of dissed him." I was like, "Yo, I've been on the show for like 2 years. Calm down."
Clint's like, I'm one of the boys, okay? I'm payroll
like,
up
man,
there.
you really said that about your wife? I was like, I didn't say nothing bad.
My entire center doesn't even know I do a podcast.
I know. I'm like, y'all calm down. That's what they said. My son's riding his he's wearing his Georgia gear.
Your wife's talking shit too, isn't she? Your family sounds like a piece of fucking work.
No. Hey, Shelton, what are you buying your son Tuesday? Because his birthday's Tuesday. I know that because my birthday's Tuesday.
Hey.
And you were in the hospital.
That's right. Clint, baby.
Who got him the best? Who got him the best birthday
Clint
gift?
just said, "What are you getting back for his birthday?" It's his birthday too on Tuesday. Yeah.
Hey, I know.
Who got the
This
best
guy.
birthday present? Real fast.
Well, I did because I'm having another one in December.
Another birthday or a kid?
Another kid.
Oh shit! Congrats, Clint.
Appreciate it. December 20th.
Oh,
Sorry,
let's go, baby.
UPS. I won't
I'm
be
December
there.
7th, baby.
Are you?
Hey,
okay.
Yeah.
Best thing about UPS, you add them kids on the insurance, don't cost you nothing.
Hey, I love my job. Yes.
Give us your thoughts on the game, Clint.
Y'all can all blame me because I thought DJ Lagway, like this week, I said he's gonna get hurt, and it happened.
Oh my
I know. I mean, it's like a damn Dr. Seuss book. We can read it. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I knew
Florida was
happen.
here. Florida was there.
I mean, I knew the shit was gonna happen. I mean, I knew it. I was like, yeah, we're gonna lose this one. We're gonna beat LSU Ole Miss. We're gonna make a bowl game. I don't know. I didn't see that happening with I saw that happening with DJ, but I didn't I did see us losing DJ. I was like, I thought Walker was gonna put him out, but I didn't think him running and slipping was gonna happen like that. But
This is your fault. Kentucky's up against Tennessee right now. You're unbelievable, Clint. I can't believe you did that to us.
Hey, it sucks, Shelton. You want to play golf next week? I'm on vacation.
I saw your tweet. I think is what you tweeted me.
No, it was a message. I don't tweet.
Where did you message me?
I don't tweet. No, it was like on the comments.
Okay, I was like, I remember seeing
I don't do Twitter.
Appreciate you, Clint.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, where you live at, Cody?
Indiana.
Man.
Do y'all get in them AC trucks yet?
Yeah, we got a couple. We got a couple AC spotters too.
Yeah, like y'all fucking need them.
Yeah. Wait, I'm over at infield for just the UPS people.
Okay.
Well, Clint,
no, we don't.
We
got
people
some
we
white
love them.
trucks, but that's it.
I appreciate you not being mean to me tonight. Thank you.
Hey.
All right, Clint.
You wore.
Appreciate
you still wore cutoffs, Cody.
I can't. Hold on. Pull your hat back up.
Oh, I'm bald.
Damn.
Can I?
Could I pull up my traps like, bro? You come in my traps and your hairline is running faster than Kermani from your eyebrows, brother. What you doing? Like,
could I be Dan
back on tight?
Could I be Dan Mullen for Halloween next year?
Hey,
if I wore this get up?
That 5 head. Look, hang on. You ready?
Yeah.
That's a 5 head.
Well, he kept lifting his
There's
hat.
My thumb right there.
You know what though?
I go, holy shit!
Hey,
when does it stop?
Clint's a prototypical SEC couple. Have you seen that like on YouTube and Facebook now? It's like Clint. He's got like a big old dip in, and his wife is like a blonde smoke show or something, and he's just following her around.
You know, Clint got that dog in him.
She is blonde, but she's pregnant.
Oh,
she's in there eating bowl peanuts, I think.
Oh, no.
All right, Clint, we love you. I'll see you.
We love you.
Hey, y'all be good. See y'all.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Jason, this man's logical.
Hey, how you doing?
Good,
how you doing?
Hey, so I this is the third time I've been on here, I think, and you know,
before.
Normally I'm the one eviscerating Napier, right? And just everybody wants to talk about Billy and talk about what should have or could have happened today had Lagway not hurt, and Billy's future. I'm not going to do any of that. What I'm going to say is this: it's a complete 180, and it's something that needs to be said. For as overrated as Georgia is, there's still a Kirby Smart coached Georgia team who beat Texas in Austin.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
For us to go in there with no Jason Marshall, who is arguably the best coverage corner in the SEC, if not one of the best in the business.
Probably in the nation right now.
Yes, exactly. Without Montrell Johnson, without Eugene Wilson, and then for Lagway to go down, you look at the Tennessee game, the play calling was horrible, but you saw the fight. Nobody gave us any chance going into that game. That was a game we should have won. We go into Knoxville and play the way we did. Again, despite the play calling. Then we go and drag Kentucky. And then today we go out there and under the most impossible circumstances, we put on the display that we did today. Guys are flying to the ball. They're putting their bodies on the line. They're putting in the effort. They're really, really just acting like they want to be there and playing like Gators. It's just next man up, and it was a war. We get the ball back with, I think, 5 minutes left, down a touchdown. So my thing is, and again, the idea that Billy Napier is not the right fit, and the idea that something positive and something has changed, those are not mutually exclusive. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a result of Billy. I can't exactly tell you why, but what I can tell you is something has changed over the last couple weeks where these guys are going out and they're playing with a totally different attitude, and they're playing like Florida Gators. Now, obviously, there's no more victories. I've heard you say that. I completely agree with you. But what I will say is, as a psych major, I've always hyper fixated on just body language and the way guys, how they handle their business. And for the first time in probably years, for these past 2-3 weeks or so, the most important ingredient in getting back to a championship caliber team is the way, the effort and the intensity, and actually going out there and displaying those things instead of just talking about them on social media. And the guys have been doing that. They have been laying themselves on the line, and the results have been showing.
Yeah.
And so I just, obviously the game went the way it did, but I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the way that those guys, a lot of them who had next to zero playing time, went out there and went balls to the wall against, that Kirby Smart coach team. So
I think that's
Jason. I'm gonna tell you what happened. You said that you're big into psyche. They're in the suck, as we call it in the Marine Corps. You have a group of men. You have a group of men that are in the suck, and they can only laugh about how bad it is. It doesn't matter. They're gonna fight for each other. They're gonna dig in. They're gonna build trenches. They're gonna shoot the enemy as best as they can. They're in the suck. The Florida Gators are in a war mentality right now. And it doesn't matter if, this guy goes down or that guy goes down. They're going to keep laughing. They're going to keep fighting for each other because they've built a camaraderie like a lot of me and my friends did in the Marine Corps. When it can't get any better. When you're at freezing rain and you're getting just totally blasted and, you're shivering, you're in the suck. When you're going against one of the best teams in the nation and it's fight after fight after every play, you are in the suck, and you look at each other and everybody is still there looking around you. You just say, you know what? My boys are here. Fuck them.
I think so. That's where my head's at. I think, and I'm saying no moral victories because that to me is like it's a shot. It's a jab, and it's not that
they're in war mentality.
Yeah, like I think you can compliment when you see a group of guys and a group of players come together, and that's kind of what we're at with. I think you nailed it in the head, though, Jason. I always appreciate your calls.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. No, and there are no moral victories. That would be an insult to this logo and to the standard that we're accustomed to. But again, you have to tip your cap to the guys for going out there and doing what they did under those circumstances and those conditions.
I'm not happy with the loss. I'm not like, hey, it's okay that we lost. I'm proud of our guys, and I'm still proud to, you could go out there and look like dog shit. Like, I'm disgusted to cheer for this, right? Like, there's the other side of that thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that way at all. So that's where it kind of closes on that.
When you got a group like this guy, like these guys are, it doesn't matter who the head leader is. It doesn't matter who the captain is, the major, or it's military mentality. Right. They're in the suck. They just next man up, whatever. We're going to keep grinding at it. We're going to keep fighting. And you know what? We might sucker punch somebody. This team's going to sucker punch somebody. It might be Ole Miss. It might be LSU. I don't know. They're going to win a game they shouldn't. Does that mean Napier keeps his job? No. I think that this team is bonded together through the will and the trial and tribulations that they have been through the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that was a lot just, to close. I mean, that was kind of what I was saying before is like you can have both, right? Like I was saying, the changes that we've seen over the last couple of weeks, the way that these guys, the stark contrast in the way that they have carried themselves on the field and the direct results that have translated, you can acknowledge those things and also say, hey, Billy's still not the guy for the job, and this isn't necessarily a result of
both can be true.
Him.
Yeah.
So that
can be true.
I'm not saying it is Billy, and I'm not saying I'm still on the train of thought that he needs to go. But I wanted to make sure that people understood that because you can have both.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with
the
it.
players are playing for each other, not playing
show
for
love
Billy.
and appreciation, not be completely bought back into like, hey, Billy, but I respect what he's doing. But Jason, always a pleasure, man. Hopefully we'll see you again next week, and maybe the conversation's a little bit different energy. But I appreciate you.
For sure, and fuck ETN.
Okay.
Nathaniel.
Hey, man.
Holy shit.
Sorry. Sorry, I was falling asleep in there, but I'm a really big fan of your show. I started watching this year. Being a Gator fan. So what I want to talk about is kind of the macro picture. So I feel like I'm kind of at a weird age where it's weird to be a Gator fan because I'm a 24. I was born in 2000.
Okay.
I remember being a small kid and rooting for Tebow. You know,
Yeah.
Tebow and Percy Harvin and Riley Cooper and all them boys and things like that. But after Tebow graduated, the majority of my life, you know, being a Gator fan under the Will Muschamp era, the Jim McElwain era, the Dan Mullen era. I don't know, man. It's just like there's not a whole lot for me to really get hyped up about. It's like I remember being like a small kid. I used to love, you know, watching Florida play every week because I just knew we were gonna win. And it's like now it's like, can we not get embarrassed tonight? You know, can we not get ran off the field here? And it's just like I don't know, man. I guess like just macro picture. You just talk about like the Gator standard. I'm sure you guys are a little bit older than me, but I'm just like in my lifetime, you know, I'm just used to the Gator standard just being mediocrity for the past decade.
This is I said this the other day, and I've actually had a conversation with my dad about it because he's 65, so he's got much more under his belt when it comes to being a Gator. So his standard and his standard and he's a Bull Gator, right? Like his standards, his expectations, they're ingrained much differently. And I said this, I go, look, this is why we have such a crossover with fan bases. It's just multiple generations that are coming together, and I think a lot of us come from, you know, different times. And Matthew, I don't think he's like 18 or something like that. Like he hasn't even seen us win.
Yeah, 18 or 19.
I think the math is right. And so you know, he's not as gun ho of like we gotta go undefeated, but growing up, like you couldn't lose a game. You know what I mean? It's like that's where I come from. Like losing a game was unacceptable. Like you lose a game, and you're like, well, the rest of the season's useless. Like that's kind of what it turned. That's what it was. Like you like how we feel. Like the fact that people are bought in now, it would be asinine 20 years ago. So that's what it is. So crazy is that like, and I think that's why it's so hard to have a conversation, because you have people like my dad's generation that won't even fathom the conversation of holding on to Billy. Then people that are like yourself, a little bit younger, all you know is rotating coaches, and you're kind of like, I'm over this rotating shit because we've tried it and it's not working. But Florida, go back 20 years from now, it's like we shouldn't make this many mistakes. It's a really weird place to be. Well, and this is why it is what it is.
And Shelton, you're a generational winner. Like your dad was a Gator fan, you're a Gator fan, you're a generational winner. I got in when Muschamps last year, and then they fired him, and then went to McEwen. I've only known losing.
It's your fucking fault, Cody. Get out of here.
Well, I get it, but it's like you know what I mean. It's.
At least I remember a little bit of Tebow years. I remember being a small kid.
I wasn't even a Gator fan during the Tebow years. I remember watching the Oklahoma-Florida game, and I was like, oh man, that kid is something special. But I was not a giant Florida. I didn't have any college football team, and then I went in the Marine Corps, and one of my best friends is from Ocala, and it all became that. But it's like you have a weird cross. You have new Gator fans, you have old Gator fans, you have generational Gator fans like Shelton. His dad's telling him like natties or nothing. That's the only thing.
I mean, my gramps too.
Your grandpa. Yeah, during the Spurrier years.
Yeah, it's just
I guess one other thing I'd like to say is just like we went from, like in my lifetime, we went from Tebow, and then I saw Jeff Driscoll, then we had
Brantley.
Tyler Murphy, we had Treon Harris. Oh my gosh, Treon Harris was terrible. You had Treon Harris. Yeah, and the only good quarterback we've had since
Trask.
Better say it.
Tebow was Kyle Trask.
No,
in about 12 years.
Will Greer, don't you disrespect that
Will
man.
Greer for like 3 games.
Don't you disrespect. That's a Gator great. Hey, that's my boy. Okay, if Buck T. McElwain doesn't ruin that.
Now I'm getting smoked because I'm only been a Gator fan since.
Yeah, you're part timer for sure. You're part timer for sure.
Oh, part.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that on air. But
I only hopped on during the worst time ever.
I don't know, and I guess one of the things, like, just going from that, you know, we say if Billy wins 6 games, he keeps his job. Like, what are we talking about? 6 games. What are we talking about? I know the schedule is hard, but I mean,
you're done with him. You ready to move on?
You ready to move on?
I never liked Sunbelt Billy. Like when I saw where he came, I never was a fan. Like I feel like I would rather have hired an assistant coach from a big university because at least you know what it takes to win at this level.
Sure.
You can't bring in a group of 5 guy or
Who's your
someone.
guy?
I would like Lane. I don't know if that's still achievable, but at least he's competent and he knows how to win. He was under Saban. He knows what it takes to win at a high level. I'm kind of tired of these going to get these guys. You know, McElwain came from Colorado State. I'm like, what are we doing, guys?
I mean, Urban did too.
So if Signetti goes
from
deep in the
Utah.
playoffs, you're not good with him?
Oh my God, Corey.
Is it Indiana's
Cody's
coach?
paid.
Yes.
Cody's getting paid. Don't listen to him. This is an ad campaign for Indiana. Nathaniel, I appreciate you calling him big guy.
I mean, he's a guy.
I don't know, but thanks for taking my call.
Yes, man.
problem.
Thank you. I appreciate your support, man, and go Gators as always. If Greer didn't screw up, McElwain may still be here. I mean, Will Greer, dude, what a time! I could go back and watch Will Greer highlights. Typhoon.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Mudkip will be on.
Oh yeah, Mudkip's fired up. I can just sense it.
Mudkip?
Cody, you got to stop admitting these things, man. You're getting roasted in the comments for being a fraud Gator fan. No, I know. I'm just playing with
I'm
you.
not a fraud.
The possum
I'm
soup. You
about
got to
it.
go in the locker room and give all those injured players possum soup. They'll be up and
Look,
at it.
to
They'll
be
ready to
fair,
go.
if I guarantee you, there's a handful of people in here that just became a Gator fan during the Tebow era and things like that. He came in after it
I
sucked.
just became a Gator fan like I don't know, like a year ago. I'm a fraud. I'm a complete fraud. But point is, I'm still in with my guys. I watch you guys.
He's
all
like,
the
I'm not
time.
on a fucking podcast talking about it.
Hell no.
No, I mean,
But-
no, I'm not. I don't want anybody to think that I'm a fraud or anything. Like I just tell.
No, I don't
I
care.
speak the truth. I
That's valid.
you know.
Possum soup.
I went down to Gainesville and watched FSU and Dalvin Cook.
Look, the reason why you're a fan, the reason you're a fan is the exact reason why it's great to be a Florida Gator. It's like you go in there and it's just intoxicating. It's like, how do you not want to be a fan? So
yeah,
we shouldn't give Cody shit.
They
We
lost.
should no wonder you want to be
No,
a part
I'm
of
not
this. This is
giving
incredible.
Yeah.
What do you got for
they
us?
lost.
Mike?
Dalvin Cook scored 5 touchdowns that game.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't know what I got. I'm already looking up Clay Millen stats. I thought Aiden Warner at least played like a game or two. He's a redshirt freshman. I mean, everyone's talking about the future. I'm thinking about it too. It's kind of hard to balance seeing the future and the now because you got to think about the future, but you got to focus on the now. Now's probably chalk. I mean, I would like to win. Like you said, Cody, a surprise, punch someone in the mouth. But I'm glad with the third string quarterback, we looked better against Georgia and didn't get blown out by 60. But that's a story for another day. But
This defense is legit.
Lights out. Whatever Billy went to go talk with the defense, whatever they did there, they got to go in now and
Apparently the defense went to
slap
him
Warner
and
up
they're
a
like, "Yeah,
little bit.
coach, this shit's too fucking complex.
Okay.
Give on the playbook."
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think Warner can get a little better, not too much. I mean, we can't expect him to be a Tom Brady. I'm glad people were hyped up at halftime, though. People were rooting for him. People are still rooting for him. I'm still rooting for him. What am I going to do? Shit on him? I can't do that. So, yeah, I don't know.
No, I
I'm in the
think
middle.
we have to be supportive, bro. The comments have me in shambles.
Hey,
bro. Cody bites his
at
lip
least you
when
can
he
spell
wipes.
my name right. It's
Bro,
K-O-D-Y. If you're gonna disrespect me, it's K-O-D-Y. Put some
It's
respect
Case, yeah, I knew
on my
it was
name.
Case. I
It's
knew it was Case.
K-O-D-Y. Golly.
This is why I commented, and you know what Cody said? He said he's here for me. That's respect.
I'm
that's
here
all
for
I'm
you,
gonna
bro.
say.
Yeah, he appreciates your
Appreciate
comments.
that.
Well, Muck
Yeah,
Pip,
yeah, yeah.
we always appreciate your coming in and
I'm locked
shout
in.
out to you for being a fan for the last year, Bubba. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Be good, Bubba. King Tay.
Hey guys, how y'all doing, man?
What's up, man? We got the headset.
It looks
Let's
like you're
go, baby.
working.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You're
yeah,
working?
yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
we should change our name from High Top Sports to CDL Gang. You know what I'm saying? We got truck
Yeah, I
drivers
know.
galore.
I know.
Those are our boys.
Yeah, man. I've been a Gator fan since '03. I came in right when Rex was leaving out, And I've been rocking with the Gators ever since. And I'm from Bama, so I get that question a lot of how did you become a Gator fan? But yeah, as far as the game, it hurt, but I'm actually proud of the guys because they fought through it, man. Aiden Warner, he impressed me with the simple fact that he only threw one pick and he had no prior experience. Um, I'm very optimistic towards the future. Uh, I'm still on the fence about Napier because honestly, well, if we had came into the season looking like this, I'd be like, okay, keep Billy. But it's like I don't know what team I'm gonna get, so I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Yeah.
But hopefully, man, the guys keep fighting. We can pull out at least 2 more wins. If we can somehow keep Texas close, I'll be a little bit more optimistic that we actually get the 7 wins. But I don't know. And Cody, how is it that you've only been like a Gator fan for like what's going on, man?
What do you mean?
Like why you join the party so late? What's going on?
I joined. So I went in the Marine Corps, and then my best friend was from Ocala, and he brought me down to a Florida State game, and I fell in love with the swamp. Even though that they lost, Dalvin Cook ran for like 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, to be fair,
Oh my God, I used to hate
don't-
Dalvin Cook. Oh my goodness.
They don't appreciate college football up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
insane.
never had a college football team. I was always an NFL guy, but yeah. I'm fine with it.
Well, welcome to the family. We're
Yep.
glad to have you here.
You know what? I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan to NFL, so I'm used to.
He
the
likes
abuse.
the abuse. He's a weirdo.
I actually prefer it. Hey, listen, this is what I say. If I break up with you and you don't gain no felonies, like you don't like brick my car or like stab me or something, you ain't the right woman for me. Okay, I like them crazy.
Well, I understand that because honestly, I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan too. So.
Oh, there you go.
You already know.
They
We like them crazy.
After they drafted Percy, that was kind of
that was fun. Well, King
So,
Tay, I
yeah.
appreciate you calling, man. Drive safe.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Where you at right
I'm in McCall. I actually just got back from Huntsville, so I'm finna get ready to take it home. But yeah, man, I watch y'all every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Hopefully, you're just listening because you're driving. But yes.
Well, even if I don't catch it live, I play it in my headset. So yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
Hey,
Thank you for your
shout out
support.
to the blue collar workers of High Top.
No problem.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
y'all,
love
man.
You guys. You guys are good, man. Be good, man. Drive safe, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Go
Love
Gators.
y'all too. All right.
Love you too. Where'd the wifey go?
Yeah, Jensen. They just said, "Where'd you go?" She's doing laundry. She's ready for bed.
Yeah, there we go.
She's not.
What's up, big guy? How we
Cody,
feeling?
where in Indiana are you from?
Plainfield.
Okay, I used to live in Indianapolis for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, I'm right there in Clayton, Cascade area.
I'm sorry, dude. You know you can leave anytime.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
He just
No,
like
we
likes
got the
the
fam-
abuse.
We got the family farm here, so no, it's good. Kids,
No,
kids are
honestly,
going to good schools.
Prairies are
Bro,
beautiful.
the comment is just.
I just think it's
I
funny.
love it. I love it.
Cody's been a Florida fan since March. All right.
Hey, dude, that's the great thing about sports. Oh, look, out of the dryer
Fresh.
for us. So there we go.
Hey.
Thanks, Jens.
Smells like Gaines.
Yeah. But the great thing about sports is like when you fall in love with the team, you can be all in. But if you lose, you deserve.
Heaven forbid you're in all in since March.
Yeah.
as the
If you
comments
leave
say.
now, though, you get just endless shit forever, and that should be how it is. But man, that sucks. That was heartbreaking. I think it was awesome to watch how hard they played. We were able to tie it back up. 2020, and like it was great to see like the heart that they were all putting into it. And I think just like the dagger in the chest was just that last interception. And dude, I'm not going to blame the kid. He was a redshirt freshman. I thought he was a sophomore going into this, but I was wrong. He's a redshirt freshman. And it's like, dude, putting anybody as a third string quarterback in that situation against a great defense that, maybe they're not playing their best, but either way, they're still super talented. If I'm not, Georgia had what, like the third or second, like rated roster going into the season. Is that
Talent
how it
wise.
was?
Yeah, top 5 for sure.
And so, yeah, either way, top 10, I don't care. Like, they have a top 10 roster going into this. You're putting a third string quarterback against them. And to get the effort that we got out of them, like, you have to give Billy respect for that. You don't have to give him respect for how they did on the season. I haven't listened to what anybody else said. So if this is just.
No, I'm the comment. This last comment threw me for a loop.
Hold on real fast. Hold on real fast.
Alrighty.
Best part of Cody ran down his daddy's leg. I would have to disagree, Larry Cox. The best part of Cody ran down your mama's mouth.
That was good. That was pretty good.
Oh, man. Cody, you're just getting flamed, bro.
It's okay. I love it. I'm built for it. Put my shades on here in a minute.
But I don't even know where we were. I forgot.
Best part of Cody ran down his mama's mouth.
And
then he says, bro, I love you.
Either way, I think it's really sad to see Lagway that happened to him. I love the response from the team, though. And I hope that they are able to pull it together. Like you said earlier, you were saying that they're going to shock somebody. And I hope they can turn around. I hope that – I don't even know the quarterback's name. Is it Warner? Because
Aiden Warden.
Aiden Warden.
Warden?
Warren.
Like the warden.
Okay, yeah,
like when the prison warden.
It's tough. We're trying to learn the quarterback.
Yeah, like straight up, like learning a whole new team. And then like with all the injuries we had today, like that was the worst part. Like
it's just like we just started dropping like flies.
Yeah, everybody, like nobody was safe, and I don't know what it is. I hate turf. I feel like turf is just cursed, and I'm not gonna blame the game.
I don't like my son actually playing on turf at all.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame that game on turf, but I feel like there's just a curse to turf. Everyone gets hurt on it. But either way, it just sucks to go out like that because you're probably going to get 50% of everybody believing this. It'll be a big Twitter fight. I'm sure our fan base is in shambles right now that we look better and our defense played really good, except for a handful of plays. But like, I think if Lagway's in, we win that game. And that's my opinion. You can disagree, but I just think we were carrying momentum. You're able to spread it. I love that Billy was running him. It sucks that he got injured, but like, look at what Tim Tebow was able to do, And
yeah, I saw people get mad that he was running. I'm like, but that's what he does. Like that's
it's like, so what do you want him to do? Have Billy keep the same exact playbook? Like you can complain one way, or you can get this talent of DJ Lagway who can do multiple things, and you can, add that to the playbook and expand it and make.
That's why you recruit him.
Yeah,
that's why you go after him. And to be like 2 weeks ago, we were mad because we didn't QB sneak him. So
yeah,
that kind of got shut down pretty quickly. I like it's worse luck for Billy. I don't think Billy. I mean, there was some my part. People were getting mad about the blunder with the kick too. I mean, that was just a bad snap. Like nothing. Like I don't. I mean, what are you gonna, that's just bad luck.
Like mistakes will happen, and that's a great thing about football. Is like they happen, and you have to learn how to fight through it. Like the boring football games when everything just goes according to plan and nothing exciting happens. You get 4 yards per run every play, And so it's like, how do you handle adversity? And this team obviously is showing us that they handle adversity well. Like they're able to fight through it and put their heart into it. Doesn't mean that a loss like this is anything to look forward to or anything like that. It sucks. Totally. Like in every aspect of a loss, just taking an L never is fun. But like, I don't know, dude. I haven't seen a coach that has so much hate from a fan base, that has so many people, even on media, everyone's saying he's on the hot seat. He's garbage. He should have never been here. He should have stayed in the Sun Belt. That can keep a team together and believing, in themselves and in the team, like Billy Napier has. Like whatever that is that he has, we have to bottle that and continue it on. Like that's something that you have.
I agree. I think it's especially in this era of football with NIL, it's special.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a lot of instability in college football with NIL in the next few years, especially when the rules are changing every year. Because like you look at it now, and I feel like there's a lot more talent that's being spread out to all these other teams with the 12-team playoff. Like, you don't have to go to Florida. You don't have to go to Alabama. You don't have to go to Georgia to win a national championship or to get a shot. Like BYU and Utah, I think were like two of the only schools that were coming up from lower conferences to even have a shot at the national championship. Like even when Florida won the national championship in 2008, I don't know if you guys remember that, but University of Utah was undefeated and everybody was complaining that they should have been in the national championship playing Oklahoma instead of Alabama. And so, but like now, like teams like Utah or Oklahoma State or whoever have a shot at playing for a national championship. And so I think like recruiting is going to be a lot more difficult, you know, just because of the nature of how it is. And that's the thing that worries me is like, how do you take Florida, who's always going to be in a hard conference? Like, this is how it is. I feel like the 12-team playoff, in my personal opinion, really hurts us more than it helps us. We might be the University of Florida. We have talent in our backyard. We should always be able to go and get those kids. I just think that it's going to be a lot easier for other teams to come in there and start to pull from this pool and spread it out throughout the nation because, you know, of just how NIL is working and how the 12-team playoff is giving teams like Ole Miss a chance, how it's giving
it's the Oregons, it's the teams of the Big 12. Like you are like people are like, oh, Dan's gonna leave or Prime's gonna leave. I'm like, why? They're in a good position to make a playoff every single year, and kids will, like you said, they'll start plucking those.
Why grind it out in the SEC?
They'll start plucking those guys out that can make a difference and get you there.
No, and I'm not saying like there's kids like Lagway who want that challenge, who want to fight for it, and I absolutely love that. There's a competitive spirit that you're going to get in the SEC, well, that you could get in the SEC, that you couldn't get anywhere else, and that brought talent, that made the conference better. And there's a reason why there's all of the hate for the SEC. Oh, the ESPN, you know, they're biased on SEC. They're giving LSU these times or whatever. And like, there's always going to be the bias towards the SEC, but that's because all of the talent was going there. Like SEC would go and play Ohio State and absolutely just destroy them. And other teams like that were top ranked. And I just feel like now that talent's going to spread out just because of NIL, and everybody else has a shot at winning a national championship. So for those kids who don't want to just contend because they want to be the guy who's going to go up
against get top dollar and beat him at a not lesser school, but less competitive school for sure.
Yeah, you can go to Ohio State and have a way easier path and a talented roster, but it's like you don't have to fight through it to get there. And so that's my worry going into the future is like, I'm not saying I'm on Billy. I'm on the Billy train. I'm off the Billy train. Like I am grateful. I'm a bystander watching this because I really like Billy as a person. I think he's awesome. But like this situation is just unprecedented. It is literally probably one of the hardest things any coach, let alone a coach on a hot seat, could navigate because it is just like
the outside variables are not in his favor too. It's rough. Well, Cole, I appreciate you as always, man. Be good. Tell the wife we say hi. Appreciate you. Appreciate her letting us use you, borrow you for a little bit. But,
of course. Have a good night, guys.
You go, man. Go Gators, bro.
Real fast. My house was built in 1910, so
it's a green screen, Cody.
Yeah. If you see something behind me, it's probably them.
Do I need to pull up your screen, Mitchell? I think he fell asleep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sleeping.
Chandler?
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, Bubba?
First of all, big fan. I watch every single podcast. I'm a new fan.
Appreciate it, man.
I hate that we have to meet this way. But first of all, no Will Greer disrespect will be tolerated at all.
Thank you.
That team was insanely underrated. But
thank you.
Like the question I have is like, where do we go from here? Like, we got Texas next week, and there's nothing to look forward to. DJ's not there, and no disrespect to the Yale transfer or anything, but we saw him. He just he can't throw that good of a ball at all. But like, what do we do after? We don't have a good recruiting class. There's nothing to look forward to.
No, we're in the 50s.
Yeah.
Look, this is where my head was already at watching the game, Bub. This is exactly where I was trying to explain it to him. I was like it's just like you just know that your next week of work is just gonna be shit. There's nothing you can do about it, and you just gotta kind of go through the motions. It sucks because look, it's like embracing the suck, like Cody said, and we as fans now have to also embrace that suck. And there literally is nothing to grab on and to hold on to. Like it's raining, it's cold, we're sitting in mud. They just said, "Hey, we'll be there in a week." figure it out. And the forecast calls for more snow tomorrow. It's just like what do you do? And it's like you almost have to laugh. It's just
you laugh. You laugh about it. You dig in with your boys and you huddle arms.
It's
and you
one of
try to
these
keep
moments
warm.
where like, yeah, you look and maybe like 5 years from now we'll be able to appreciate and enjoy it. But right now it's just gonna be miserable.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: everybody that has embraced the suck has always been proven winners. It may not be with Billy Napier, it may be with another coach, but these kids that are embracing the suck now, they're gonna win Super Bowls. They're gonna win national championships somewhere. May not be with Florida, but those kids have embraced the suck so much, and they are proven winners.
I'm worried about me, Cody.
I get it. I get it.
As a
We're
fan.
embracing the suck also as a fan. I get it, but we're right on the cusp of greatness. I'm telling you. I promise you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chandler's like, I don't think so,
I want to
Cody.
feel that way, man. I want to feel that way.
Hey,
Cody.
I've been through the suck a
genuinely
lot.
do. I know, and I want to feel that way. Look, I'm 21 years old, and I kind of get to remember I was really young, but I used to be able to, name all the Gator players back in the day when I was really young. And but when you start remembering things, all you know is up and downs and roller coasters, and that's all I've known. Okay,
Well,
I want Billy to work. I watch him in the press conference all the time, and I watch after the practices and everything. I watch him the way he talks. I want him to work, but I honestly feel like I want the reset, but all the talented young guys that we have, I don't want them to go. So I'm in that middle. I don't know what you guys honestly.
Yeah,
think.
you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose some guys. But if you can keep 50% of the roster, you are golden. Like you're gonna
a
win
little more than that. But I think I said this before. I'm a Braves fan,
games.
and the Braves. I mean, they won in '95, which I was born in '93. I don't know what that was. So they were dominant in the '90s. They won a lot of pennants, which I remember that going to the games because it was fun. Early 2000s was okay. Then it went through a rough patch. 10, 11, 12, Chipper's like final years. They were good, just never really could get over the hump. And then they just completely fell apart. Like it was awful. Traded away my favorite players, Kimbrel, Hayward, the Uptons. Like we had a staff and it all went away. And it sucked. And then it was a drag. And it just slowly came back up. And when we won, again, I joke, but when we won the World Series, that was the deciding moment for me to have a kid. Like that was like, it was like, we grinded it. We earned it. I see what I needed to see. Let's go get it. So that was it made it all worth it. And again, you don't know it until it happens. And I'm not saying I want to wait that long again, but that's the romantic part of it. That's the nostalgia part of sports that we all love for, why we keep coming back. The unfortunate part is I just don't know when that romance happens. You know what I mean? I don't know when she comes running back through the rain in open arms. I just don't know what part of that.
I will say this: a national champion that went through the suck says I'm correct.
Steven, quit doing that to him. Don't.
No,
I wish I could feel like you, man. I wish I could feel like you. No, you're a lot better man than me.
These guys are killers. They're just they're a step away, man. They are a step away. And it could be the coach. It could be an offensive coordinator. It could be it's not the defensive coordinator. Obviously, they got
the talent, the heart, the talent's there. It's just a switch.
We are one thing away. I don't know what the thing is. I don't know if it's Napier leaving, an offensive coordinator coming, or what.
This game today just shows you it's not in the cards today, boys. We make a joke on the golf course when you play scrambles. You all four try to make a putt, and you all miss it, and you all go back and try to make it again. If we all miss it again, we just like, hey, dude, some putts are makeable. It's not your fault. It's just, some games some days aren't your days, boys. Chandler, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you calling in, and listen, it'll be sunny again one day. Just go get an umbrella for now, big guy.
I hope so, man. I hope so. All right, appreciate y'all.
See you, bro. All right, last card, boys. Typhoon, he's back. We working?
We good.
Okay, you were MIA last time.
Yeah. I was on the game.
Respect.
Hey, I just want to say I watched the game, man. We look good. Like, honestly, we fought hard. Just fought. Like, yeah, that QB, you look like a generic player.
he looked like just like a printout from the.
I screenshotted when
you've been eating them flaming hot Cheetos, haven't you?
I have. So
I'm
yummy.
already on you. I'm
He
already on
busted him. Busted him.
you. Busted you.
Busting them up, man. But no, honestly, it's just like what realistically, like what is our QB situation? Like,
Well,
You see it. It's
Mertz
generic.
blows his ACL and MCL out. Lagway rips his hammy out, and we're on string 3 because
We're on life alert.
Yeah, we're on life alert because we had Max Brown transfer. We had not Kevin Stokes. We had Stokes.
right.
And then they dropped him because of the small Snapchat thing. I don't think that they should have dropped him for that, but it is what it is. And then obviously with the Rashada deal, and then we had Simmons. So you have 5.
Well, Simmons wasn't a thing. We just lost out of
5.
recruit.
Well, you have 5 quarterbacks.
I would put we just lost a recruiting battle. There was never like drama with that.
Yeah,
But
you
lose.
But still, that could have been a QB we could have had. Though.
Yeah, you're 4 or 5 quarterbacks gone, and now we have Mertz in a cast. Lagway is probably done for the season because hammies don't heal fast.
They don't heal fast, and it's gonna be nagging. It's not even worth it.
Yeah,
exactly. It won't even.
So
especially with the competition coming up.
You have a kid from Colorado in this walk on. It's like, what do you want? I mean, you're only so deep at that point. And Billy Napier. Oh, and then the Kitna. We lost Kitna over the thing that I'm not gonna, obviously I don't want to.
I think I mean, look, going into the season, we felt very comfortable with the quarterback depth. I mean, to have 2 viable quarterbacks like we did, that's more than what most people can say. So, look, that's what I'm saying. That's just.
So now we're down to 2 QBs that we have no.
But is it really Billy Napier's fault when he's attrition 5 or 6 QBs?
I don't think anybody pointing blame. I don't think there's.
No, there are people pointing blame. It's just.
That's just honestly how I see it, especially if you look at all the injuries that we've had. Like you could look at maybe like
even DBs.
Like what is,
DBs.
Especially if you look at they're all like a hamstring or something with their leg. Like obviously there's something ain't working out for us. Like
that and shoulders. The tackling has been a little sus. Yeah.
Yeah. I just hey, really this season here, I was really the way this game was going, I was really hoping we could get this win today. And I would have cared about any of the other games. If we beat Georgia, I would have been.
I'm gonna tell you this: if DJ Lagway stays in the game, Florida boat race him in the second half. We probably score 21 points, and it's flipped. But here's the thing: it's a team. You gotta play 60 minutes, and we just didn't have enough depth. Unfortunately.
Typhoon, I appreciate you taking me from the game and giving us a call, man.
Hey, no problem,
man. You get back. What are you playing Black Ops?
No, it's college football, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, beating up on Oklahoma with Florida right now.
Yeah, okay. I love it. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, no problem, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Hey, bro. He beats Oklahoma like I beat you with Oklahoma.
Okay.
I didn't say anything wrong.
Boy.
Boys. Another day, another call-in show.
Another $1.
Back to the grind. We'll obviously we'll have our video up posted tomorrow.
Yep.
Just another recap of everything. I don't know how I'm going to digest this one. This one's a tough one to swallow. It's hard. It sucks. But you guys be good. Be safe. Drive safe. Everyone that's leaving the game. If you guys are listening, appreciate you guys tuning in. And we'll regroup and get back at it again tomorrow. So, Cody, love you guys. Smash the like button.
Love you guys, even though I apparently look like Mullen in a costume.
Oh, good Lord.